What if I tell you to solve this question without looking at the options? Let's say there are two questions given which were asked in the previous exam, and I ask you to solve these questions without looking at the options. So many times kids get confused whether to use multiplication or division in these questions. बच्चों को जो सबसे बड़ा कंफ्यूजन होता है वो क्वेश्चन पढ़ने के बाद ये डिसाइड करना कि इसमें मल्टीप्लिकेशन लगेगा या डिवीजन लगेगा। कभी-कभी वो एडिशन और सब्सट्रैक्शन इसमें भी कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं। What if I tell you that in this video I am going to not only give you the concepts that how to understand this, the basic concept, but also how to solve these questions by using simple tricks, simple tips, and also a simple method to do the multiplication and division. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं आज का ये वीडियो जिसमें मैं आपको मल्टीप्लिकेशन और डिवीजन के बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स उसको सॉल्व करने का तरीका और प्रीवियस ईयर के जो क्वेश्चन पूछे गए थे उनको कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं वो कवर करेंगे। लेकिन उससे पहले क्योंकि कभी-कभी एडिशन और सब्सट्रैक्शन में भी बच्चों को कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है whether to use that in the addition or the subtraction. So let's quickly cover these two basic topics, which is addition and subtraction. Okay, so first is addition. Addition of 4-digit numbers without regrouping. It's simple. Regrouping means without regrouping means there is no carry forward. With regrouping means there will be a carry forward. दोनों टाइप के क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे और हम लोग इस पे 4-डिजिट नंबर का एडिशन और सब्सट्रैक्शन करेंगे क्योंकि वो ही आपके सिलेबस में है और वही आपके आईएमओ एग्जाम में पूछा जाएगा। लेट्स टेक टू नंबर्स, लेट्स से 4255, okay, and the other number is 3125. You need to add these two numbers. That is, you need to find the sum of these two digits. Let's make it 3120 because we are doing without regrouping. There is no carry forward. So 5 plus 0 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, 2 plus 1 is 3, 4 plus 3 is 7. See, 7375. Now let's take example of with regrouping. That is, there is a carry forward. How to solve this? I am sure by now you must have practiced this question. I am just revising this for you. Let's take one example, 5256 and then 3145, right? You need to find sum of these two numbers. These two numbers will be called addend and the result that you will get, that will be called sum. So you need to find sum of these two numbers. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 is 1 and then carry forward. So let's say 11, how you write 11? This is how you write 11. At ones place it is 1. So this 1 is at ones place. This is at tens place. So this tens place will be carry forward. Here it is carry forward. Now let's add these three numbers. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. How you write 10? This is how you write 10. At unit place or ones place it is 0. So you will write 0 here and this tens place will be carry forward. So it will be carry forward here. Now let's add these three numbers. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And then 5 plus 3 is 8. It's so simple. So this is how you do addition of 4-digit numbers with regrouping, that is carry forward. You add whatever is there on the ones place, unit place, you write that and the tens place gets carry forward. Okay, next is subtraction. Subtraction of 4-digit numbers without regrouping. Here also in addition there is a concept of carry forward. In subtraction there is a there is a concept of borrow, right? So we'll do both. Let's subtract two numbers, 4250 55, 2100, right? 32. This you have to subtract. 5 minus 2, we always start with ones place, then we move to tens place, then you move to hundred place, and then thousand place, right? So 5 minus 2 is 3. So yeah, 5 minus 2 is 3, 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, and 4 minus 2 is 2. So this is your subtraction without regrouping. Now let's take the example of grouping with grouping, that is borrowed. Let's say there is another number 6356, okay, and the other number is 4258. You need to subtract this. Okay, so 6 minus 8. This is 6 minus 8. Okay, now there is a concept of minuend and subtrahend. So जो बड़ा नंबर है उसको minuend बोलते हैं और जो छोटा नंबर है वो subtrahend बोलता है. So you subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. So the number I am talking about, not the digit. So here 6356 is a bigger number than 4258, right? So we are subtracting that. 6 minus 8. 6 is a smaller number than 8. You cannot subtract this. So you will borrow 1 from here. Then it will become 16. Now 16 minus 8 is 8. And this 5 will become 4. Again, this 4 minus 5. 4 is a smaller number. You cannot subtract that. So you will borrow 1 from here. Then this 4 will become 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. And this 3 will become 2 because you have already borrowed 1 from this 3. So this 3 will become 2. So 2 minus 2 is 0 and 6 minus 4 is 2. एडिशन और सब्सट्रैक्शन के कुछ प्रॉपर्टीज होते हैं जिसको हम लोग समझ लेते हैं. इसे डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस कभी-कभी पूछे जाते हैं. इसका सिंपल एग्जांपल देके मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा आपको. द फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ एडिशन इज द सम इज ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन द नंबर्स बीइंग एडेड. लेट्स टेक टू सिंपल नंबर 5 and 4. You are adding these two numbers 5 and 4. 5 plus 4 is 9. So this is what it is saying, sum. This 9 is the sum. So this 9 is always greater than, the sum will always be greater than the numbers being added. Just look at this example. 9 is bigger than, greater than 5 and 4. This is what it means. The second one, change the order but sum does not change. Let's say the same example. Let's take the same example. 5 plus 4, okay, will be 9. If you change the order, if you make it is 4 plus 5, even in that case also sum will be 9. So even if you are changing the order, 5 plus 4 को 4 plus 5 कर दिया, sum में कोई change नहीं होता है. You add 0, no change in the sum. It's very obvious. Let's say 9 plus 0, the number will remain same, sum will remain same. So if you add 0 to any number, that number remains unchanged. So these are the properties of addition. Let's quickly look at subtraction. Difference is always less than the minuend. Minuend is, I told you, the bigger number. Let's say there are two numbers, 9 minus 5. This is minuend, this is subtrahend. So 9 minus 5 is 4. So see the difference, this is difference. So this difference will always be lesser than minuend. Subtract 0, no change in the number. Let's say 9 minus 0. What will be the difference? 9. There is no change in this number. It means that you add or subtract 0 from the number remains same. Now the minuend and subtrahend, if both are same, if both are equal. So let's take in this example, what is minuend? 9 is minuend, and it is saying if minuend and subtrahend both are same. So 9 is minuend, then let's say subtrahend is also 9, which is equal. Now you are subtracting, so 9 minus 9 is 0. Right? So this is the third point. If minuend is equal to subtrahend, difference is always 0. So there it's possible that in the exam there could be a straightforward questions asked from this property of addition and subtraction. All right, now we have understood the basic concept of addition and subtraction. We will move on to multiplication and division, जिसके लिए हम लोग आज इस वीडियो में हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं. मैं आपको बहुत ही सिंपल बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट के साथ मल्टीप्लिकेशन और डिवीजन करना सिखाऊंगा. Alright, so now let's talk about multiplication. So मल्टीप्लिकेशन को मैं आपको एक क्वेश्चन, एक एग्जांपल के हेल्प से एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. Shruti has 30 packets of marbles. If each packet contains 5 marbles, then how many marbles Shruti has? Right? So, actually multiplication क्या है? Multiplication is bringing all the grouping it the numbers together. For example, let's say what this says. Shruti has 30 packets of marbles. Let's say this is one packet of marble. Like this is second, this is third. Like this, Shruti has 30 packets of marbles, and each packet is having 5 marbles, right? Let's say this is having 5 marbles, this is also having 5 marbles, 5 marbles. Like that, each packet is having 5 marbles. So इसको अगर सॉल्व करना है तो इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? 5 मार्बल्स यहाँ, दूसरे पैकेट में 5 मार्बल्स यहाँ, तीसरे पैकेट में 5 मार्बल्स यहाँ, लाइक दिस। और 30 पैकेट्स में जो मार्बल्स हैं वो टोटल अगर हम लोग इतना ऐड कर देंगे तो जो नंबर आएगा उतने मार्बल्स टोटल श्रुति के पास होंगे। सो एक्चुअली हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? एक्चुअली हम लोग ये कर रहे हैं कि जो इक्वल ग्रुप्स हैं उनको ऐड कर रहे हैं, राइट? उनको ऐड कर रहे हैं। लेकिन क्या होता है, कभी-कभी ये नंबर इतने बड़े होते हैं कि इनको आप जैसे इस यही एग्जांपल ले लो। आप 30 टाइम्स 5 को ऐड नहीं कर सकते हो ना, दैट इज नॉट प्रैक्टिकल। सो व्हाट वी डू, सिंस देयर आर 30 पैकेट्स and each packet is having 5 marbles, so we multiply it by 5 and the number what we get is our answer. So this is the concept of multiplication. What is multiplication? Adding equal groups. Actually it is addition. Adding equal groups together, right? Okay, moving on to solve this, do this multiplication with few examples. Multiplication without regrouping. यहाँ भी carry forward the concept होता है, वो हम लोग देखेंगे. But let's do this multiplication without regrouping by one digit number. Let's say you have to multiply 45 with single digit number. This is a single digit number. Or let's take another example. Let's take another example. You have 23 multiplied by 2. I have taken this second example, another example, because we are doing it without regrouping. When we do this with regrouping, then this example will be handy. So यहाँ पे हम लोग वन डिजिट से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं. टू फर्स्ट जिस नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं वंस प्लेस पे है जो उसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. सो 2 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 3 इज 6. देन जो टेंस प्लेस पे है उसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. सो 2 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 2 इज 4, 46. Let's take another example. 3, 2 and 1 multiplied by single digit number, that is 3. First we multiply the ones place, then we multiply the tens place, then we multiply the hundred place. So first 3 multiplied by 1, 3, 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, and then 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. So this is multiplication without regrouping by one digit number. Let's take one example of 4 digit number, because we are talking about a 4 digit here, that is in your syllabus. So let's talk about a 4 digit number multiplication by one digit. Okay, so this number is 1042 multiplied by 2. The same concept, first you multiply the ones place, then tens place, then 100, and then 1000. So first 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, 2 multiplied by 4 is 8, 2 multiplied by 0 is 0, and then 2 multiplied by 1 is 1. Yeah, so this is the concept of multiplication without regrouping by one digit number. Let's take example of multiplication without regrouping by two digit number. Now we are going to multiply by two digit numbers without regrouping. So let's take another example of so 52 multiplied by 11. So you see this is a two digit number, we are multiplying it. So now this will multiply by ones place. 1 into 2 is 2, and then 1 into 5 is 5. Okay, now this you have multiplied, this number you have multiplied, now you have to multiply with this number, again multiply the ones place. So 1 multiplied by 2. Here you need to just keep in mind ये first place को cross कर देना है. So 1 multiplied by 2 is 2, and then 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. Now you need to add this. So 2 here there is nothing here, so 2 plus, you can write 0 also here. So 2 plus 0 is 2, 5 plus 2 is 7, and this is 5. So 5. So this is multiplication by two-digit number without regrouping. Now let's take example of multiplication with regrouping by one-digit number. With regrouping by one-digit number, right? Okay, fine. So let's take example of 42 is a one number. Now you have to multiply it by one-digit number, and we are talking about with regrouping. So 6 multiplied by 2, you know that you have to multiply at the ones place digit first. 6 multiplied by 2 is 12, right? 12. So ones place number you will write it here, tens place number will be carried forward here. Now 6 multiplied by 4, this is done. Now you multiply this one. 6 multiplied by 4 is 24, and then you add this carry forward. 6 4s are 24, plus 1 is 25. How you will write 25? Ones place 5 and then 2. So 25. So this is the example of regrouping with one digit number. Now let's take example of regrouping by two digit number. Okay. So let's take this one number 82. You are multiplying this with 46. Okay. 6 multiplied by 2. So 12. How you write 12? Ones place 2, you write 2 here and then carry forward 1. The tens place digit will be carried forward. Now this is multiplied. Now you multiply the tens place. 6 8s are 48 plus 1, 49. How you write 49? 9 and 4, 49. I told you to keep in mind that you can cross it here, और यहाँ पे 0 भी लिख सकते हैं आप. 0 लिख दिया. इसका multiplication हो चुका है. अब इससे multiply करेंगे. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8 and 4 multiplied by 8 is 32. 2 and 3. Now you need to add this. 2 plus 0 is 2, 9 plus 8 is 17, 7, carry forward 1, 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1, 7, and then 3. This is your answer. Okay, let's quickly move on to division, and then we will see some of the properties of multiplication and division. What is division? Division is actually putting the or sharing equally, equal sharing, or you can say equal distribution, or you can say equal grouping, right? So what exactly you do? You do the equal sharing, you do the equal grouping, or you distribute it equally. So in the question, wherever you see equal distribution, equal sharing, you should immediately, it should come to your mind that here we are talking about division. Let's see this question. Let's understand it more with the help of this question. Sahil bought 40 white shirts. So there are 40 white shirts and then 48 black shirts. Okay, 48 black shirts. He tied all the shirts into bundles of 8 equally. See, equally. It means that this total number of shirts, that is 40 plus 48, wherever there is, we are talking about total all put together, then it will be summed, it will be addition. So 0 plus 8 is 8 and then 4 plus 4 is 8. So we Sahil is equally distributing this 88 shirts in the bundles of 8. So now you know that equal sharing, it means division. So 88 shirts are getting divided into bundles of 8 equally. Division. Division, total number of shirts are 88. You have to divide or bundle it with the help of 8 shirts. It means 8 shirts should be there in one bundle. You divide it. You divide it. How to divide? We'll learn that very quickly. But here I am telling you, you need to divide this, and whatever quotient you get, that will be the answer. Now, how to do that division? Let's understand that. Let's take the same example. Right now, there were 88 shirts, and Sahil was supposed to distribute or bundle it 8 shirts all put together. So, it means that total shirts you will divide by 8. So, then this 8 is your divisor, 8 is your divisor, 88 is dividend, Whatever number comes here is quotient, and if there is anything remaining here, which we will see very quickly, that will be called remainder. All right. Okay. So let's quickly divide this. So how you divide? How you do division? This is one digit number. So just see. Take first one digit number. 8 can be divided by 8. How many times? Once. 8 ones are 8. So 8. Then subtract this. 8 minus 8 is 0. Now this 8 will come down here. 8. Can this 8 be divided by this 8? That is divisor 8? Yes. How many times? Once. So this is 8. Now again you subtract it. 0. So here the remainder is 0. Right? This is how you divide. There are two types. One is with remainder, another one is without remainder. This example is without remainder because remainder is 0. That's why we call it without remainder. Now let's take the same example. Okay, let's take same example. Let's say there are 90 shirts and you have to divide into bundles of 8 shirts. So 8, one digit number, take 1. Can 9 be divided by 8? Yes, of course. How many times? Once. So 8 ones are 8, minus 9 minus 8 is 1, and then this 0 will come down here. Can 10 be divided by 8? Yes, because 8 is lesser than 10. It can be divided. How many times? Once. So 8 minus 10 minus 8 is 2. So here in this example, 2 is remainder. So we saw both the examples with remainder and without remainder. Now I'll give you one, you can say an equation, a formula. There will be a direct questions from this formula, from this equation. What it says, dividend, I just explained you. Let's say you are dividing this. The number which is on the left hand side is called divisor. The number where you are dividing into is called dividend. The number you get here is called quotient. And if there is any remainder, this is called remainder. Right? So this formula says that dividend, let's take the same example. 88 divided by 8. How many times it was? 11, right? 88, 0. So it says that dividend, which is dividend? 88. Dividend is equal to, that is 88 is equal to divisor. What is divisor? This is divisor. 8 multiplied by quotient. What is quotient? This number. What is this number? 11. 8 multiplied by 11 plus remainder. What is remainder here? 0. Solve this. 8 multiplied by 11, 11 8 are 88 plus 0 is equal to 88. It means that this 88 is equal to this 88. It means that this is the formula that you need to keep in mind. What it says, dividend is equal to divisor multiplied by quotient and added to remainder. This is how you should remember. You should keep this in mind. Okay. Now quickly let's understand the properties of multiplication and division. Change the order, but product or the multiplication, it does not change. Let's say 2 multiplied by 3, it will be 6. Let's change the order. 3 multiplied by 2, what will be the product? 6. So you change the order, the multiplication, the product remains same. Multiply by 0, product is 0. So this is one important point. Let's say 6 multiplied by 0. You multiply 0 to any number, the product will be 0. Multiply by 1, it remains, number remains same. 6 multiplied by 1 is always 6. That's why in your table you always say 2 ones are 2s, 3 ones are 3, 4 ones are 4. So you multiply by 1, the number remains same. Multiplication by, this is one important concept. Let's say you are multiplying 2 multiplied by 10. So see, there is 1 0 here. You write 1 0 here. Now remaining is 1. 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. Let's take the extension of this example, 2 multiplied by 100. So there are two zeros here. Write two zeros. 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. This is how you multiply when there are zeros, right? Now, moving on to the properties of division. Divide the number by itself, quotient will always 1. Let's say 6 divided by 6. How many times it can be divided? 1, right? This is the meaning. You divide the number by itself, quotient. This is the quotient. Quotient will always be 1. Divide the number by 1. 6 divided by 1, right? The answer quotient will always be the same number. Division by 0 not defined. You cannot divide uh, any number by 0 that is not defined, or sometimes it's called infinity also. 0 divided by any number, 0 divided by any number is always 0, right? So these are few properties, few concepts from where the direct questions can be asked. With this, we complete the properties of multiplication and division. In the second part of the video, we both will together solve the exercise questions given in the book. In that, I will tell you that how just by looking at the options, right, you can understand whether multiplication will be applicable और उसको divide करके उस question को solve करना है just by looking at the options. I have explained you the entire concept. इसके बाद भी अगर कुछ confusion होता है एग्जाम में, ऑप्शन देख के आप कैसे डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कि ये मल्टीप्लिकेशन होगा या डिवीजन होगा, वो ट्रिक मैं आपको इस वीडियो के सेकंड पार्ट में बताऊंगा. Till then, just don't forget to subscribe this so that you get the notification the moment I publish the second part of this video. Take care, keep practicing, all the best.